Welcome ladies and gentlemen to another Gwent deck video. Today I'd like to give you a closer look at a deck type that might not be the strongest deck you can play right now, but nonetheless a deck type that I always love to mess around with, and that is the Henselt Gold Shower archetype. With Henselt as your leader you are able to promote a whole row into gold units, so naturally you're looking for some strong synergy effects with spawning gold cards. The best fit for the gold theme are the two machine units, the Reinforced Siege Tower and the Reinforced Ballista. While the first one is able to get insanely huge, the second one is on the other hand your damage dealer, which will make sure that your opponent is not getting too dangerous. Both in combination on the board can be very devastating when you are starting with your Gold Shower ability. It is really not uncommon to have a wonderful swing turn of 50 or more points when your siege row is filled with a bunch of machine units. Alongside your armory, our lady Margarita here is also there to help us out with more points. Whenever a gold unit appears on the board on your side, she will spawn an adept, which is a siege row unit with 2 points. The ultimate finishing move therefore to drop stuff into the siege row, use Henselt's ability while Margarita is out, and then spawn an army of small adepts. So adepts on the other hand can then promote into gold unit as well with the promote card here, and then will spawn another bunch of adepts. The rest of the deck is just built around these 3 cards, helping you to find the needed tools faster. Again, keep in mind that it is not the strongest deck to play right now. Depending on the meta you might face a harder time than for example with those mean monster decks. So enough of the talk, and now we will see some gameplay. Our first game brings us a NILFGAARD. Always interesting matchup because the NILFGAARD is so new. So we have a Reaver Scout here, double Field Medi, 1-2 Siege Towers, a King of Beggars, Neneke and Yennefer. I would say we are replacing a bit here. Definitely want to see the Reinforced Ballista as well. So we are dropping 1 Field Medi here, getting Margarita. We have the Reaver Scout, so with that we could get the last Siege Tower out of the deck, but we also have the reinforcement, so we don't need that. I would say we are dropping 1 Siege Tower, getting first light, and we're also dropping the first light, getting the Scorch. So not getting Ballista, but some other decent cards here. And we might just pick up the Siege Towers here, then we play the Reaver Scout, get another one on the board. So we could just bring them out with the reinforcements. Definitely starting with the Siege Tower. We'll see how the game plays out here.
I shall do what I must.
Here. Okay, so with that, after 2 turns, both leader abilities will be available for use again. That means we want to play the Henselt here. That means we want to play the reinforcements on the Siege Tower. Hopefully those are not getting down. Because if we're not able to use the Henselt ability, that would be not good. He's then getting 1 card. He's normally now using his leader ability. So depending on what he's getting there, could be problematic.
My men know the meaning.
He has now to choose from 3 cards, and 1 will be played.
Notice!
Yeah, there's only 11 points. And there we got a Black Infantry Arbalist that is removing 3 strength from an opposing non-gold unit. But if that one has a higher than base stats, then it's always 5 removing strength points instead. We will now use the Henselt ability here, improving our Siege Towers, 12 points each. So we have 36 points. Henselt can be used again, which is good for the future, of course.
No one can hide from me.
So with this he can decide either to draw the top card, or he's pushing that back to the bottom. And we're getting 12 points. Which looks fine right now, but might just die, in fact. Problem is only that we are not able to play that much at the moment. If we are going for the King of Beggars, we are either getting a Field Medi or we're getting a Reaver Scout, but we are not able to get the effect of any of those cards. We're not able to choose a bronze unit, and we have 0 cards here in the graveyard. The only cards are reinforcements, so that is not useful. If we go for the Scorch here, we would kill our own unit, so that is not good. If we play the Margarita, that is not useful. The only card we could play would be the Yennefer. But seriously, I don't like that at all. So we will just pass now. We have a bit of an advantage. So let's see if he wants to play more cards. No, he's just passing, so we're winning the first round. Which is good. He has 1 card advantage at the moment. We got the Priscilla. And we also got the Bloody Baron. And now we need to look what we're doing. Might just play the Field Medic, Reaver Scout, and then we're getting another Ballista, another Siege Tower, sorry. So we're getting another Siege Tower. And then we will go all in probably this round. Could wait. We could wait, of course, as well. But I would say going all in is better right now. We have so many strong cards. So let's start with the Field Medic.
Tell me you jest.
Scorch in this matchup should be very useful because of the 11 points in NILFGAARD Knight. Playing with those. And our units are not very strong. Also Thunder. Okay, so he's taken out the Siege Tower, but as I said earlier, we have another Reaver Scout here, so Field Medic is coming out again. So we're getting the Siege Tower again.
Not much left of that world.
Vesemir, Lambert and Eskel coming on the board. That's 19 points. Just from a single card. Which is not too bad. Now dropping King of Beggars, so we're either getting a Field Medic or Reaver Scout. With the Reaver Scout we are just getting another Field Medic, which is then giving us another Siege Tower. Another Alzur Thunder. Alright, so again he's targeting the Siege Tower. Pretty afraid of that one. And I mean, we don't care too much for it. Of course it would be better to have more Siege Towers on board. But it should still be alright. We have the Nineke here. With that we can resurrect a Siege Tower as well. We will go for Priscilla now. Let's see what we can find. The Reinforced Ballista or another Reaver Scout. So with the Reaver Scout we cannot target anything. So we're definitely going for the Reinforced Ballista. That one is dealing damage when we have some gold cards on board. And right now, every unit on his board is only silver, so we can just shoot them.
There is no escape.
Next, there's a lock on. So he is locking the Reinforced Siege Tower. That means that the effect is now not happening, which is definitely good for him. We will drop the Nineke now.
Thank not me.
Get another
Thank
Siege Tower
Military.
here on board. Currently we are 7 points ahead, but the real damage and the real points are coming. Next up we will spawn the Margarita, then we will go for the Bloody Baron.
Your life is mine now.
Hitting this one, alright. Anyway, Margarita is not coming. Interesting, so he's taken out most of the lane with the Leather Raid. Margarita is spawning an Adept. We will drop the Lubberkin here, that is adding 3 strength to each to our unit at the start of our turn. We have the Promote here, so we can just promote all the Adepts. We have the Henselt leader ability still ready. And we have the Yennefer. So that will be interesting. That's a lot of points. We still have a Scorch, so right now we could clear 14 points. That one, let me see, the card should be that he's looking at the deck, and yeah, he can choose any card in his deck, and then that one is placed on the top. Then he's probably using his leader ability, so that is helpful for him for sure. And that means we might go for the Henselt right now, just to make sure that he's not targeting anything here on the lane. We might either go for this lane here and then use a promote on all the Adepts. That would save the Margarita, which might be useful because we definitely want to spawn more Adepts. And the amount of gold cards we can create here is the same. So he's now using the lead ability. He's not. Should be. Should be using that. If he has another leather raid, for example, he could kill a lot of the points here in the lane. So if he's playing 2, that would be a card he could push onto the top.
Quite the menial task.
Oh, he's taken out his own unit. And he's drawing a card then. That's a decoy. Yeah, but he can't use the Orcus here on the Margarita. He can lock on the... taking the Labakin. Why are you not taking the Reinforced Ballista? The Labakin is only good for 3 point, but the Ballista here is dealing more now. Alright. And we will play the Yennefer.
You'd best yield now.
Spawning the Unicorn, that is buffing every unit on the board, +2. And because we have so many units on the board, we're definitely providing more points here with that. Currently 107 to 53 points. We still have a Scorch that is currently killing a 12-point unit. And we still have the Promote. And with the Promote here, we can promote a lot of Adepts.
My men know the meaning of sacrifice.
Again, looking at the top 3 cards. Picking one. And that will be played. The Rod Tosser. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's picking the Field Medical lane. So the Rod Tosser would get rid of 12 points. Which is okay. Definitely, it's okay. We're still using the Promote. So dealing a lot of damage with the Reinforced Ballista. We're spawning more Adepts, so we have over 80 points more than he is. And that's a victory. Just concede. Game 2. And this time we are up against Dagon. So that could mean that he's playing with some consume monsters. Very likely, in fact. But we'll see about that. So we have Yennefer, we have Margarita, King of Beggars. 1 Reinforced Ballista, Siege Tower, double Field Medic and Reaver Scout. Probably don't need all the cards here. So we might just want to drop a bit. Maybe 1 Reaver Scout here, getting Promote. We are dropping 1 Field Medic. Another Ballista, we don't need that. So we can drop that as well, getting the Bloody Baron. Not too bad, indeed. So you are consuming a lot. Consuming a lot, that's great for you. Starting with the Siege Tower. Ancient Foglet. That looks more like a weather deck. But we will find out. Let's go for the Reinforced Ballista. Yep, it is. It is. And right now we are not able to improve the stats here. So that might be dangerous. Still trying, let's go for another Siege Tower. If he's clearing the whole lane, that would be troublesome. Without the first light, we're not able to get rid of the weather at the moment. So if there is, for example, a leather raid in his hand, he can just clear the lane. Not happening. If he's then dropping the Wild Hunt Rider, that would be 3 random damage. So I'm not sure if we really want to play the Reaver Scout now, or if you want to get this one golden. Guess we want to promote. So there are the Wild Hunt Riders. He's getting rid of those 2 units. Taking out 3 points. And in fact we can now just pass. There is not a point in going any further. He's keeping 1 Wild Hunt Rider on the board. So that's only 3 points for the next round. Got another Field Medi. We got a Reinforced Ballista. Definitely need to win the round now. Well, that could be a problem. And he's just passing. Okay, that's great. That's in fact really great. So we just need to drop the Ballista here. Go ahead, he's keeping the Wild Hunt Rider. We are 1 card in disadvantage for the last round. But still, that's a winnable matchup. If we can play it right. And if his cards are not too strong. Just got another Siege Tower. No clear skies, unfortunately. So that means we have 2 Siege Towers, we have 1 Ballista. So we need to play the Reaver Scouts on the Field Medic.
Tell me you jest.
Field Medic giving us another Siege Tower. Spawning some weather. We're just picking up the Reaver Scout, Field Medic. Getting another Siege Tower.
There is no escape.
And what are you hitting? The Reaver. Okay, if we go for the Margarita, he might just kill it if he has another Wild Hunt Warrior. So far he has not played any, though that is only the first one. Good chance for him to have another one. So let's just drop another Field Medic. Getting the Ballista. The King of Beggars right now will give us another Reaver Scout. Lacerate. Okay, we're trying with the King of Beggars first, then go for the Margarita. The Reaver Scout. And we have another Reinforced Ballista in the deck. Good to know. So currently 19 to 17. We'll then drop the Margarita. We will then use the Henselt. Oh, he will spawn some weather there. He'll have the Dagon ability.
I'll gladly help if I live to see it.
So he's now seeing the Margarita. That means he needs to kill this one. Not happening. Ooh, interesting. Well, in that case, we might just play the Henselt ability now. We will spawn a lot of adepts. The reinforced siege shots will get stronger. With the Ballista we are dealing damage. That should work out decently. Also the Margarita is safe because that one is golden as well.
That was not in the spell books.
So we have 94 points against 21. Yeah, the Thunderbolt push. Not sure why he was giving us a Margarita here in this lane. When he sees that we still have the Henselt. So Bloody Baron will come now, and then the Yennefer for the last card. With the Bloody Baron we are spawning the Labakin. That is not giving us that many points right now, because we only have 1 more round to go. 111 points. Hopefully he's not conceding. Definitely want to play the Yennefer here and go to, that should be over 150 points. That would be nice. Ooh, on the Meriatum Shaggles. Getting the Reinforced Siege Tower back to 4. What a shame. So, let's drop Yennefer. We will buff the whole board with the Unicorn. And we are going up to... yeah, nearly... yeah, it is 170 points against 33. That's winnable for him. Gerald Igni getting rid of 10 points only. And that's it. You can use the weather effect now. Getting the small adepts to 1 point. But because everything else is golden, we don't care for that. Well, that's a clear victory in the last round. And also, that will be the end of today's episode. So the deck is interesting, not working every time, but when it is working and your opponent is not able to kill your setup, he is in some big trouble. So I really like to play the deck, even if there are some stronger decks out there that are more easy to play. Anyway, that's decent deck. Like to play it, try it out guys, give me feedback in the comment section, and hopefully see you then in the next episode. Thank you for watching and have a good night. Bye bye.